It's I've heard people talk about, like it sounds ridiculous when you throw it out there, but you might as well liken it to like a hologram. It could very well just be something like a hologram.
I,
The same,
I
the
can
same, the
explain.
same way that you go to an observatory. Are,
Yeah,
are those lights on the ceiling actually like physical like bodies? No, they're
but there's
projected.
an there's another problem with what his analogy, right? Is because it's not going to be nighttime for I don't know if an observer in Alaska and Australia can see Jupiter at the same time. I'm not sure if that's possible. Is it? It could be. I guess maybe. Is it going to be night one and day for the other?
Right. Yeah, that's a valid point. That's probably why he was sort of freaking out about asking for an actual observation of this and the locations and the times.
Well, even if they took it at different times, then he's going to invoke because Earth rotated, blah blah blah, whatever.
Well, it'd have to
I
be
mean,
day for one and night for the other, wouldn't it?
I think so, unless you're talking about maybe it's dark for one and maybe early dawn or early dusk or something like for the other, where they can still where like I can
Yeah.
see Jupiter and Venus and
But if that's the
other
case, then it
bright
would be really
celestial objects
low.
when
If
it's
that's the
still a
case,
bit
then it would
light.
be really low on the horizon for both viewers.
Maybe, but I can explain what he means basically is that like me in Australia, if I'm observing Jupiter, right, to have the same like same get the same view that someone in Alaska is having of it, I'd have to tilt my head to like so many degrees, right? Maybe even be standing almost upside down, something like that, right? And then our view of it will be the same, right? Will appear equally oriented. I have trouble with that word. Oriented.
Oh, okay. Can I ask 3 questions that I just genuinely want an answer, just so that I can like start to like picture in my mind like what you guys believe?
Flat earthers don't
At
give
least try to.
answers, remember?
Yeah, well, you
Oh,
couldn't
well,
comprehend my answer to number two.
well, yeah, because okay, so okay.
Yeah,
Here's the
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
man.
because
Here's the thing,
because
man. Yes, because it's funny in a way.
other planets. Let's pick it
Yeah.
up from there. Other planets.
Okay. Yes. I don't want to like.
Okay, you've made a
Is that
leap
hold
of
on? Is that
logic.
a,
You've
is
made
that
a
a,
leap
is
of
that
logic that these lights in the sky that you're standing upon one of these lights in the sky. Ugh!
what do you mean?
What do you mean by other planets?
Well, there's Mars and Mercury and Jupiter and Saturn and
Yeah, lights in the sky. So where did you get the idea that you're standing upon one of these lights in the sky?
it's weird that you call them lights in the sky, but it's like they aren't the lights. The stars are the lights. So I don't know why you call them that, or why you would
No,
call
Do
this a
no,
you
planet.
no,
see
no, no.
dirt when you see dirt when you look at Mars?
The so-called planets are also lights in the sky, but they're. I mean, the reason they're called planets, the word planet comes from wandering star. They're like the stars in that they are lights in the sky, celestial bodies, but they're unlike the other stars. What makes them unique as planets is that they move in a different pattern than the rest of the stellar background. Okay, so
So here's the thing. Like I'm sort of just getting like a little bit lost on like how you perceive things.
Yes.
When you look in the sky and you see Jupiter and you see that there's like a light, that light isn't coming from Jupiter. That's light that's reflected off of like, other stars.
Whoa,
right?
really?
know
So
that.
yes, so yeah. That's why it was like I'm very confused
Prove
on
it.
why
Yeah,
you're saying
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Prove it.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Yeah, you don't know that. That's an assumption
Making
that you
claims,
have
dumbass.
based off of your model.
You're making claims and you don't want to back it up. You just want to go, yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you take a telescope and you like zoom in, you see that it's
I
not
have.
like all light up. I mean, I can believe you. I guess I can choose to,
And
but that's not.
what
Doesn't
about
mean
that?
fuck all. What about what? Choosing to believe him?
No, zooming in.
Yeah, you'll like. I think eventually you'll find that like it's not emitting its own light.
What about that makes you think it's still not light that it's emitting?
Because it doesn't. It's not a ball of nuclear fusion.
You don't see phases or anything to Jupiter or to like it's only the supposedly like the moon has phases, and then I understand why you guys say that about not emitting its own light. It has to do with the phases of the moon, right? And in your model, they claim that Mercury and Venus both have phases, but any of your outer planets do not have phases. But this is all based off of your model, right? Like, so Jupiter doesn't have any tell. No, any of the outer planets don't have any tell to that. Like, you have no way of knowing whether or not it is its own light or not. And even with the inner ones and the moon and stuff, like this is still based off of a giant presupposition of a model.
Yeah, how does this help you I don't know what your name is talking about these things, because you believe one thing, we don't believe what you believe. And so it's like all you're saying is, well, it's this, and we're like, well, you think it's that, but it's really could be. Like, how's that helping
I'm not sure who you're asking.
you?
Well, no. So the problem is that I posted 3 questions, right? And then this, like, I didn't even realize this was a whole thread of discussion. Like, I was asking, like, what is the shape of our Earth? And then the second one is, what is the shape of other planets? And they're like, you think there's other fucking planets?
Right.
And I was like, what,
No,
bro?
right.
I was thrown for a loop.
When it comes to that, all he's getting at when it comes to that is like, what makes you think that you look in the sky, okay? This a common analogy that we use is like you look. Let's say you look at the ceiling and
I
you see
hate
a
trying to
chandelier.
convince people that like what they think is not what it is. Like, because we're not showing him anything different. Like this conversation is just, let's try to convince him that we're not crazy. Why? Give
I
him
have no
something,
idea why that.
or let him give him something substantial, or let him go about his way.
Reality Man is typically a pretty reasonable guy.
Yeah, and I don't think he thinks we're crazy either. He's just trying to understand our worldview.
Lou,
Right?
not another tangent. Let's just get to something.
I mean, that is kind of like was the purpose. It was like I didn't come here to like disparage or try to like be like, hey, this is what is
nice,
true,
but
and
I
try
don't
to
want to
confuse
have a
you
5-minute
or try to.
conversation about that. I just want to get to something or move on.
No, look, the thing that was asked of him was, what makes you think that we're on a planet?
I heard it. I was here.
All right. Well, to elaborate more on that, like, dude, Elijah, is it your whole point just to fucking disrupt everybody, whether a glober or a flat earther or not?
No,
Like,
I
do
was
we have
quiet for the first time. You had a problem with me interrupting. I said, okay, that was rude. I'll wait. It's been 40 minutes. I'm just trying to. I'm asking
Right, but
you.
no, your
And
whole
you're still
goal is
doing
to
it.
tell everybody that they're not doing it right. What do you want to do? Go ahead. It's all
I
Elijah's floor.
said,
Fucking give him all
can
the
we
answers,
go to
or tell him
something
that there are no
substantial?
answers and to go on his way.
All I said was, can we do something substantial versus trying to convince
Give him
him?
something substantial, then, Elijah.
Yeah, this is
Well,
Eliza's show.
you guys were the ones having the conversation. Like, don't act like it's a problem with me asking. Can we talk about
No, the problem is that you don't
curvature or
like
something like that?
like the answers being given, but you don't want to pose any.
Well, if you stop interrupting me,
It's all yours, bro.
well, like I said,
Go.
if somebody could just show him like the curve or lack thereof, or something substantial like that, you know, if he doesn't want that, my only question was, what are you talking to him for? He doesn't want it, and you're like, well, let me convince you that you do want it. He's
Dude,
been
he does
consistently
want it.
saying
You
he
don't
doesn't.
want me to answer anything. You want
He said he didn't
everybody
come
to
in here to
not
do
answer.
anything, but
You want
he said he
everybody to
didn't.
not answer.
He said he didn't do anything but come in here to ask a specific question about the shape of the Earth and the shape of the other planets.
Hello.
And I asked, what is this line of questioning from where we got? How is this helping? That's all. It's not.
I have a great resource for questions about the shape of the Earth if anyone is interested.
No.
Oh.
I can just go outside and look at Earth. What, you need somebody else to tell you about it?
NASA.gov has great resources.
I don't think that the Earth has like an intrinsic like shape to it. I think there's all sorts of shapes like everywhere. I think up, down.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I wouldn't say like there's an overarching shape to the Earth. That's strange.
I may as
Makes you
well
think the Earth
speculate
doesn't
what I
have a
think too.
definite shape.
Now we're going to talk about speculating what it might be.
Earth is completely unique. Earth has life on it. Earth has freaking like there's no other thing that you can look up in the sky and say that is like Earth.
How do you not know if those things in the sky have life on them? How do you know that?
I guess it would have to be me, right? Because it's not going to be
You just
Lou,
decided
right?
that in your mind?
I'm going to have to get off COD Mobile and do something because you're going to let this thing stay off the rails, right?
This is right on the fucking rails, dude. What do you think is on the rails if this is off the rails? This is answering the question that was asked.
What was your question just before? What was that last question, sir?
Oh, it was about the shape of the planets, or I mean, of my third one that I posted.
You said the other planets, and the question, and then it was asked of you, not by me, but like, what makes you think when you say other? What makes you think that we're on one of those things? Like he's trying to figure out like what is analogous. Like,
nothing is analogous, Lou. Looking up in the sky has nothing to do with the ground.
Right.
We're all friends here.
That's all that needs to be said.
We're all friends.
Nothing about looking at the sky has anything to do with the ground?
Absolutely nothing.
No, but if somebody's coming from a solar system worldview, then you have to approach it from that angle. You can't just, be a robot.
As I said before, if you're going to look up at the sky, you're going to be referencing it to horizontal.
Well,
If you got a chandelier in your living room, do you look at the ceiling and say, "Holy shit, I must live on a chandelier"?
So if you're flying a plane and you don't know where the ground is, what happens to you?
An attitude indicator.
You crash, right?
You have an attitude indicator.
What if your airplane never left the ground? Like, what are these weird what ifs?
Yeah, what is it indicating? It's indicating where the ground is, right? So you don't slam into it?
You have altimeters and an attitude indicator which tells you, you're this far above.
Well, that's important, isn't it? You need to know where the ground is if you're in the
orientation.
But that's
This
wouldn't
is
you
your
agree that's
orientation
important?
in reference to.
Is that a air measurement or a ground measurement, reality man? Like, what's going on?
Huh?
Are you referencing this, like the clouds above the airplane, or are you referencing the ground?
No, I thought I heard someone say something about the sky has nothing to do with the ground.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Well, that's why I said something about flying an airplane. I would think it does. Because if you don't know where the ground is, you can crash, right?
No, you don't fly an airplane by looking up at the stars. You fly an airplane by looking forward and looking down.
No, what I'm saying is when you're flying an airplane, you're in the sky. So you do need to know where the ground is.
So you're telling me the air around you is the reason why airplanes fly, not the lights in the sky.
Oh, no, no, the air around you does help with the flight of the plane. I'm just saying
Does
you do
help.
need to know where the
Does
ground
help. It's the only reason why it flies.
is. Would you agree that if you're flying a plane that you need to know where the ground is? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I don't look in the sky for the ground.
Forget about the sky. Do you need to know where the ground is when you're
Stop
flying?
talking about the sky.
Okay, do you need to know where the ground is when you're in a plane?
Look, that's a complete non sequitur. Red herring, blah 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 blah. Like looking at the sky doesn't tell you what the Earth is. That is what was said. It doesn't.
That's what was said.
Like the Earth, when you're flying a plane, like yeah, you need to know where the Earth is, and the sky is everything but the Earth.
Okay.
When you're looking at the sky, looking at things in the sky, it doesn't matter what it is, star, a bird, whatever, right? Or referencing it to horizontal on the ground that you're standing on. You're standing on the ground and you're going to reference it to horizontal or horizontal. Tells me something about the fucking ground.
I'm just curious, what's your guys' best reason for why this whole thing is just wrong? The globe model.
Because the Earth is flat. It's not a ball.
Okay, yeah. So what's your best reason for that?
It's flat. It's not a ball. That's my best reason.
Well, that's a response. That's not telling me why it's flat. Why is it flat as opposed to round?
Everything about the globe, everything about the ball is derivative of a horizontal plane of reference, being the Earth horizontal, and then a reference to the stars is the model. But it all references a horizontal flat Earth, and then it's turned into a ball later down the road.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you made an attempt, so that's cool.
The question why is a cause and effect relationship type thing. The shape of something has nothing to do with that. You don't mean to ask why is the Earth flat. You want to know how do we know it's flat.
So do you guys think
that
it's
has to do with physical measurements.
or what?
Yeah, because if we didn't know it was flat,
or-
if we didn't know it was flat, like if we didn't measure it flat and know it was flat and measure it in Euclidean geometry, it could never become a globe.
Okay.
So it must.
So
it must be
think
flat.
it's a conspiracy or?
What do you mean?
Yeah, the water ball. That would be what has been conspired and decided upon and promoted. That's the conspiracy. Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to get an understanding of your view. That's all.
Reality you experience is a conspiracy now?
No, I was asking if that's what you guys thought.
Hey, if 6 people told you to look out at the ocean, it's curved, and you look out and it's flat, is it a conspiracy? Are they trying to pull a conspiracy on you?
I would say so.
Water's trying to trick you.
Yeah, so is water a conspiracy then?
Is water a conspiracy?
Yes, is water
a
a conspiracy? Does it have a conspiracy against me?
Well, I would let you decide that.
Well, it's flat. We know that, but you seem to think it's curved, so it's got a conspiracy against somebody. Water is trying to fool you or trying to fool me. Who is it?
Well, who's behind the conspiracy?
The people who's trying to.
You and your 6 other friends. You and your 6 other friends that looked out and said, "No, that's curved. I can see it curved." Those are the guys in the conspiracy. When I say, "No, it's flat, dude. I can see it's flat. I have a P900 and I can see farther than everything else."
Okay.
So then it's flat. So now where's the conspiracy?
Well, I don't know. We'd have to look into it more to see who's actually
We
telling
don't
the
have to
truth.
look into it more. We've looked into it plenty of times. It's just flat.
Okay.
Why do you think that like your senses are untrustworthy and tricking you into observing a flat baseline, like water being flat and not moving? Why do you think that your senses are conspiring against you?
Who's that to?
Conspiracy man.
Was that to me or the guy that was just talking?
No, it'll be to you, reality man. Like, why would all of this be conspiring to fool you, to think that you're on a motionless, flat Earth? Like that water is flat. Water at rest is flat.
I don't know. I guess for the same reason, the opposite would be true. Why somebody would try to make it think it was a globe? I guess I don't know.
Well, I mean, where am I being tricked into viewing or experiencing a globe?
I'm not saying that you are. I was asking if everyone thought that this was a conspiracy.
Yeah, I'm saying when in my natural experience, without going and reading in a book that this is what this should be, you know, whatever. Without that, where in my experience, in my everyday experience, right? Do I experience and realize the Earth to be a spinning, wobbling globe, not flat?
Well, I don't know. You can look at eclipses.
At a what?
You can look at eclipses.
That's looking at the sky again. What does the sky tell you about the ground?
He loves looking at the sky. They all love the sky so much.
Okay, well, forget about the sky then. What about weather patterns?
Lord,
the sky
more in
again.
the
What does it
sky
tell you about the
shit.
ground?
More in the sky. Weather is not in the dirt.
No. Well, let me ask you guys something. Mount Everest is the highest point in the world, right?
Sure. I don't know. I don't know, but it's a
It's
tall
not
one.
curved from there either. It's not curved from there either.
He wants to. I'm in before. He wants to see the entirety of everything from Mount Everest.
No, I'm just. Well, I'm not even.
I hope not. There's no way he's going to say
high,
that.
right?
Something like that. There's no way he'd be like, "We'll see everything from Mount Everest." If somebody's going to
no
ban
way
it,
he'll say that. Absolutely
That's what he was going to say. Definitely. So you've climbed Mount Everest.
Not what I was going to say. I'm just
Let's
saying.
hear it, Superman.
All right, go ahead. No,
What I
sorry,
was
go ahead,
going
reality
to
man.
say was, it's like 6 miles high.
Are you rethinking it before you actually say it?
No, you kept cutting me off, and then you tried to tell me what I was going to say, and that's not what I was going to say.
Yeah. And we were right. So does that make you want to
He's
rethink
handling
it?
kryptonite.
No, you were wrong, actually. So can I
Well,
finish
let's
my
hear it,
thought, or do you
Superman.
want to finish for me?
Let's
Are
hear
you
it.
gonna let me? Okay, so
You've
what I was
climbed
going to ask.
Mount Everest.
No, I didn't say anything about climbing Mount Everest. What I was going to say was, since that's the highest point in the world, why can't I go to the highest point in the United States and see Mount Everest?
Oh, fuck you, you dickhead! You literally just said it.
It's the same thing. It's the same.
Why can't I see the Eiffel Tower from my bedroom window?
Yeah, why not?
They can barely see into Tibet from Mount Everest.
Hey, dude, go on your weather app and ask what the visibility is for your area today, and see how far you can see.
And does Mount Everest has height?
No, you don't need to be in the sky. I can stand on the ground and look forward and not be able to see very far.
Reality man, does Mount Everest has height?
I'm just thinking I should be able to see that on a flat Earth.
No,
This
I'm
highest
asking.
point in the world.
Mount Everest has the height.
So on a flat Earth, visibility is forever. On a globe Earth, visibility is whatever the Weather Channel says that day.
Okay.
True. And before we get too far away, Old Hoss was dead on. I mean, that's ridiculous. And for you to try to switch it up, for you to try to be like, no, what I was going to say is if you were standing on another mountain as big as Mount Everest, couldn't you see Mount Everest? And for you to try to switch it up, man, that was funny.
I was just asking if I could see it on a flat Earth. That's all.
Yeah, I know. But you
you can.
So there's a few things that have to do with like what you can see.
Reality man, what can I ask you a question? What for you would be a flat surface?
What's that?
What for you would be flat surface? What you will call it flat surface?
I don't know. Whatever the definition of flat is.
Here
Not
we go.
round.
Here we
No,
go.
flat surface.
Now we're going to start talking about
what you will.
So what are we playing around with the word flat?
How you will describe the flat surface?
A plane.
But how that will look like if it's in nature?
I don't know. Think about a chessboard, maybe.
You don't know.
No. Are you tinkering with the word flat now?
Is it flat
so now
surface?
You want to play games with the word flat. What does a flat mean to you?
Is it describing flat surface? Is that nuclear science?
I'm not saying that the world is flat. You are. So you explain to me what your definition of flat.
I'm not saying that that's flat.
If you want to know what flat means, why don't you Google it?
I learned it when I had when I was 7 years old. I learned what is flat. I don't need to learn now.
What's your definition of flat?
The flat is something what you see flat. That's flat.
Oh, so it's up to you to decide what's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no part's higher than the others or lower. But yeah, before you get too far away, why? There are reasons that you can't see forever. These things that you're trying to view, they're the angular size change over distance, right? Shit shrinks in the distance; it gets smaller and smaller. We see things because the light, reflects off that object back to our eye. So the angular resolution and limit of how far you can see due to the light diffraction, right? So how you can't see, the light doesn't travel forever. As well as the atmosphere that was quoted earlier, being what's the visibility for today, because the atmosphere absorbs that light, therefore you can't see.
I guess refraction would become an issue at some point, huh?
Well, I mean, there's just reasons that are not globe reasons why you even people who believe the Earth is a globe, they'll say you can't see due to other reasons, right? But
so even with a P900, I still wouldn't be able to see Mount Everest.
No, why? Dude,
it'd be so small, you would never be. It would just look like a little blip on the horizon.
Which direction should I point my camera? I'm on my deck with it right now. Which direction should I point my camera?
I don't know where you're at in the world. Where are you?
I'm in Ohio.
So you'd have to face west, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, you tell me. Where do you think Asia is relative to your position? Which direction?
No clue. I've never been there.
I don't know. Look at a map. Is it north, east, south, or west of you? Asia. Unless you don't trust maps either. I don't know. Do you trust GPS?
You're just losing your mind, aren't you?
No. I'm just playing the game with you guys.
Why?
We can tinker with words all day if you want, or we can just talk.
Reality. Can these people convince you that Earth is flat or not?
If someone showed me credible evidence that the Earth was a decahedron, I would believe it.
But let's say that somebody
everything but flat, Sasha. Everything but flat. He wants it to be a globe. He wants it to be a soccer ball. He wants it to be an illusion, a video game, anything but flat. And in your video game,
that's not true.
Hang on. I joined late, and to me, it just I love coming to listening to this because this seems to be the most insane argument to me. Is religion
awesome? Thanks, Kitty.
That seems to make sense.
What's up?
Why do you want the center of attention, dude? Why don't you join and just yell, stop being the center of attention?
I'm asking
you need some attention, princess.
I love you guys. I mean, this is fun, actually.
Yeah, I'm just asking, like, how you think
he's
it's
not
flat.
wrong. This conversation is off the chain. It's the most.
So I'm just asking, like, I don't know. I want to know what the arguments for flat Earth are.
New person
Why are you joining and yelling? Oh my god, are you guys serious, princess?
I mean, I didn't quite do that. I said, "Hey, I'm new here. I haven't heard. Could you please give me some?"
Yeah, you said, "Whoa, hold up! Hey, it's Kitty here. Kitty's on."
Did you know there was?
There was.
Did you know that there was people talking, dude?
There wasn't.
Did you not maybe listen?
I waited. No. I'm talking. No, I'm talking now. There was a natural pause that I waited for. I asked the question. Fair enough if you don't want to answer it, but I wait for a natural pause.
Right.
Mature to you? You want me to call you?
No, you literally talked over somebody to start that. That wasn't a natural pause. But so, I mean, we appreciate your love for this conversation, but just give it another moment until what was being talked about is finished, and then it'll be your turn.
All right.
Yeah. Wait your turn, man.
I'll wait.
Now you apologize and say sorry. I'll wait for my turn.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Fuck you.
Reality, man. If I hold a marble up really high in the sky, can you see it forever?
I wouldn't think so, no.
All right, great. So you just can't see things that get too small
Hell
as
no,
they get
I
far away
suck.
to see.
I suck, bro. Oh my god.
No, I mean, I agree. Well, you mean with the naked eye, right?
With whatever. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, with the naked eye, yeah, it would eventually, be too far away for you to see. I don't know with optics, though. I guess it depends.
What heliocentric model?
Can we get back to the?
What heliocentric
Never
model
mind.
saying how far you can see? What heliocentric model saying how far you can see?
Wait, I can't hear you. Repeat that again.
What
What heliocentric model says how far can you see?
The heliocentric
Asking you-
model.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, he's asking you how far it tells you should be able to see.
With the naked eye?
Yeah, standing on the beach. How far should you be able to see?
I don't know, what, 10 miles?
No.
Nigga.
3 miles.
3
How
miles.
much of the
Nigga.
surface? How much of the surface?
Mind the fire.
Should you be
Wait,
able to
what
see?
the fuck? Oh shit.
It's a 3.5 miles.
Okay, what's your point?
What's my point? How much you can see?
Oh shit, I'm sorry everybody. Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, man. Heliocentric model saying that you can see 3.5 miles. How you can see? How much you can see?
3.5 miles, okay. And what?
You can see 10 miles, but heliocentric model saying that you can see 3.5 miles.
No.
Hey,
He just
3.5
said
miles,
10.
and what?
He just
Then
said
what?
10 as a placeholder.
That means somebody is wrong. You or heliocentric model.
No, he didn't say. He was just making a guess. He was saying, I don't know. It could be 10 miles.
Yeah, it could be 10 miles. Sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 30, and sometimes it's 50.
So on your model, it said for a 6-foot observer, just over 3 miles on a
I
globe.
thought you were trying to make a point.
So how come you can see farther than 3 miles on a globe?
Wait, say that again?
Oh my God! Don't talk through me next time. On your globe, I'll wait till you're done.
I said I didn't know who you were posing the question to.
Okay, on a globe, since you asked, you should only be able to see 3-point-something miles, 6-foot observer height. On a globe, that's your math. That's all the globe math. Okay. Why do you see farther than that? Why do you see 20 miles, 10 miles? Why?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how clear the day is.
So on a clear day, the ball bends up in the air so you can see farther?
When you say ball, you're talking about the Earth?
How would it look like if Earth is flat?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too. I don't know what the point is. Just make your point. What are you saying?
On your ball, Earth, you should only be able to see 3 miles or so. How come you can see 10 to 20 miles on your ball?
Yeah,
I just want to also let you know reality, man.
if you're living on a ball, then you
Hold
have
on.
a
I just want to let you guys know.
obstruction.
Okay, I guess he can let you know. The obstruction is not by weather; it's by the balls, sir. The curve. Just so you know. Just to help you with the argumentation.
Okay, so I'll tell you this. If you're correct, I'm waiting for you to go ahead and submit your papers. All right? And you can debunk everything.
It's not a debunk everything, dude. It's like you Google it real quick and be like, how far can you see? And the first result will be
if you guys are right,
debunk,
great.
Man. Present something to debunk.
No, I'm saying if you guys are correct, submit your paper for peer review, and you guys can blow everything out of the water and show the Earth is flat.
What's everything?
Submit what paper? that I saw a lighthouse? Are you fucking retarded, dude?
No, are you? Then why are you yelling anyway?
It's the Globe papers. The Globe. It's like, that's the claim. They're like, listen, we made a scientific discovery that the Earth has a radius of 3959, which obstructs all observations in the distance due to Earth curve, meaning that a 6 foot tall person at the edge of calm water, they should see the geometric horizon about 3 miles away. We see further than 3 miles away on the water, like at the on the beach where the beach meets the water. You can see 10 miles away. Therefore, it's not their paper needs to be retracted because that was their proof of Earth curve.
Okay. Well, like I said, if you guys have information that contradicts all the science on this issue, fine.
All the science. Can you tell me which science proved the globe?
I said, if you guys have information that contradicts all the science about the globe model,
You do. It is
please
publicly available. What you do with it now is your fucking business.
Okay.
But we are only a bunch of idiots who are saying that water doesn't curve, nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah, and water doesn't curve in reality. Yeah, but we are idiots because of that.
Well, once you guys' opinions become scientific
Because
consensus,
if you
I'll get behind
are
it.
clever, if you're intelligent, you know that water is curving. But if you're idiot, then water it's not curving.
Okay.
Sasha's point right now that he's making is that it's not a scientific claim; it's a geometric claim. It's not science; it's geometry.
Okay. Well, math is part of science, isn't it?
No.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
it's just like, come
No,
on.
no,
Math is-
no. Math
math-
is a tool that's utilized by science. Math
Math
is
is-
not science.
Math is part also of anything.
Okay. Well,
For
I guess
example,
you guys know something that everyone else doesn't.
Can you make a bread without math?
Nah, listen, reality, man. You know it too. Like, it's not that you don't it's not like it's a secret, right? What I found out after I found out that there's this globe model that makes claims on how far I should see, is I realized after testing that with just a camera, right, and that I see further than the geometry would allow all the time, right? I just never realized that they said that the Earth was a ball this small. They say it's pretty small.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I'm willing to entertain all ideas. I'm not making any claims. I'm not saying one side's right. I'm not saying the other side is wrong.
Reality. What about to learn heliocentric model first and then to speak with flat earthers?
What's that?
What about to learn your model first and then you speak with flat earthers?
Learn about the model first. I'm just asking questions because I want to get as much information as I can from both sides.
That's what
he's trying to say is you don't understand enough about your model to be asking us questions about flat Earth because it doesn't make sense to you. Nothing makes sense to you. Remember, nothing makes sense.
Yeah. How much information have you collected about the other side?
I don't know. It just seems like competing theories,
How much information have you collected so far about the globe?
Apparently not enough. I don't think I've gotten enough about the other side. That's the whole reason I'm here talking to you guys. If I knew everything, I wouldn't be here.
And did you realize now why they are flat earthers?
Did I realize what?
Did you realize why these people don't believe that Earth is a globe?
No, I don't know why. I guess everybody has their own reason.
You see, there is no measurable curvature in reality.
The Earth isn't a ball. That's why I think it's flat. It's not a ball. So what's left?
That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion.
What is left? If it's not curved, if we don't measure curved, what's left?
Well, there are a lot of shapes out there, but you say flat, right?
Spiraling?
It's so hard for you guys to even say that word.
Well, flat is forbidden from 2015.
Yeah, I guess he has a different definition of flat. I don't know.
You could say flat before 2015, but flat it's very rude word after 2015.
Okay, well, I'll let you argue with your friend about what flat means.
Yeah, I'm saying what globe means.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I guess it means round. What does Google say?
I don't know. Do you know what is sphere?
Do I know what a sphere is?
He
Just
doesn't
like
know.
Wednesday?
He has to ask Google. Hold on. Go ask Google. So, because you don't know anything, remember, you need Google.
Because we
No,
are
I'm not
questioning
here to be quizzed on like simple stuff. You know?
because we are questioning the sphere. We are not questioning the flat Earth. There is no flat Earth.
All right. Well, talk to your friend about it because he uses the word flat. So you guys can argue about the definition.
Do you know why? Because we like that name. It's cool, you know. Only because of that. You know, when you you give some title for something, we
I
give
don't
that
care. You
title.
can call it whatever you want. You know.
Yeah. It's called flat Earth. It's only name. It doesn't matter that, but it's not a globe. That's the point.
Have it your
You can
way.
call
We're at Burger King.
you can call it sweet Earth. Sweet Earth. You can call salty Earth, but still is not a globe. You
Okay,
understand?
whatever you say. How about whatever you say? How about we do that?
No, don't be disturbed with the word flat. I'm saying, think about that sphere. What you need to find in reality.
Okay.
Yeah. If you find that, then you will find the sphere.
All right.
Yep. Because every sphere it's curving, has a drop over distance, but this big sphere, you know, has no that shit.
Look, man, I'm not here to argue with you and
yeah, I'm telling you only information, man. It's not arguing.
Yeah,
I
just
don't.
kicking around ideas, you know.
It's not that I'm telling you. Oh, you must be flat earther. No, man. It's information. There is no measurable curvature in reality. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not here to judge you or any of that stuff. Okay, I'm just kicking around
you don't
ideas.
need to you can you don't need to judge me. You need to judge the ocean or lakes. You know, go to the lake and say why you don't want to curve, and lake maybe will answer to you.
Okay.
Lake doesn't speak. Lake behave. You know, because
okay. So
lake
hey, what's good for dinner?
For dinner, do you want focaccia?
What's good for dinner? What, steak, seafood? What?
I don't know if it was you or another guy I said to earlier, but you're at a point now where you can ask for more information, right? Which we can give you access to.
Okay.
Upon then which you can analyze it yourself and draw your own conclusion, but it's going to involve you getting your hands dirty, getting out into the field and into the literature or published video material, photography material. Like that, and studying about the globe as well, and learning a bit about what exactly is it that's being claimed.
Sure, I'm always learning.
Sure. Can somebody send him to the 24/7? There is a million hashtags, and you can go into every hashtag, but you need time for that. You know, at least 1 month for sure.
It's like I said earlier when I was talking to you guys. If I'm wrong about the globe, I want to know. Okay, I don't care about what shape the Earth is. If I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
What I say, I want to know. If you were wrong about something, you want to know too, right?
Yeah, there is a claim of the size, you know, like a basketball. If somebody say the basketball is 30 centimeters, and you say okay, and then you come and see the ball like a 20 meters ball, and you say, but this is not basketball. This what's this? No.
Sure.
Yeah, the same thing is with this. They're saying this is ball. You have this radius, you have this size, geometrical horizon, it's on 1.22 miles, but somehow it is not. There is no such a thing like a geometrical horizon for the sphere.
I got a feeling that people are going to be arguing about this for years. I like you guys, though.
We've been arguing about this for like 10 years already, and it's not going anywhere. We get stronger and stronger and stronger.
The other day you came in here. The other day you came in here in shock, saying, "I can't believe it. This is crazy. Oh my God, what happened?"
I like you guys' passion. It's good.
Hey man,
to the home.
At least you get to once everybody else comes to the realization, you can gloat and be like, yeah, I was there before you, you know. But like until then, you know, you can be satisfied in going with the masses and believing something wrong.
I sent you a link to the main server, where you'll find a list of channels down the left-hand side. And towards the bottom is something called additional information, a section called additional information, and it's all alphabetized A to Z with all different topics relating to this main topic. And the beauty of it is that if you went to search for any of that on Google or YouTube, things like that, you're not going to find it very easily. It's not going to be prioritized in the list of results. So we've just fast-tracked that for you and created a library for people that are interested, that want to hear from this side, right?
Okay. Yeah. I don't have a
Go
problem
to
with that.
go
You know,
to this
I'll listen.
information directly.
Okay. Thanks.
Instead, otherwise you if you like did Google it or went to YouTube, you're gonna the first main pages of results are going to be mainly people that are against flat Earth, that are trying to refute it, right, and claiming to have debunked the idea. Right? And often, well, more times than not, you will find that they've strawmanned our position.
Okay. I'll definitely look into it. And I'll get back with you guys with it. And we can talk about it tomorrow. That sounds
And
good?
then you can, yeah, and then you can come back and say us where we are wrong.
And see if Google gives you any more information that you need, because Google seems to be the good guy for you.
Hey, listen, I also used Google to find out that the Earth was not a globe, so he can do it as well.
I don't think you can do it anymore.
So what else do you guys talk about here? Is it just the flat Earth stuff or no?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Just reality.
Well, at least
you want conspiracies or something, you got to go to a conspiracy room.
No, that's too much for me. But yeah, that's cool. At least you keep it simple. You know, just talk about one thing.
Yep, there's no globe. And then we watch everybody that thinks there is one come in here and have meltdowns. That's our entertainment.
So who do you get more of? Do you get more people on your side or the other side that come in?
This room is filled with flat earthers.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I walked into a lion's den, huh?
Well, you're a flat earther. You just deny it. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys, you all are, but yeah, we like to take on one or two at a time. You know, like there's a lot of globe earthers who come in, they listen, they wait their turn. They like to wait till one of their friends is on the rails, getting owned, and then they like to step in and try to help them. But it kind of goes like a tag team wrestling match. It's like, tag me in, bro. Like,
okay. Now, were any of you guys globe believers before, or you always
everybody believed in the globe at one point.
Really?
Of course.
Yeah, nobody's born a flat earther. Like, not.
Actually, you are born a flat earther.
We're reaching a time now that we've been doing this now 10 years. You know, like in the modern, you know, like push for it, like. Yeah, there's going to be people coming into the scene saying, "Yeah, I was raised a flat earther." That's going to happen, but all of us, like, yeah, we were all raised with the same beliefs that you have. We all went to school and heard the same bullshit. We all watched the same documentaries. We had the same idols, you know, like
right. But it's not the case that nobody's quote unquote born a flat earther. Okay, it's a well-known fact in childhood psychology that children perceive the world as flat, stationary, and they don't change their view until they're told externally by an adult or education that it's a globe. And there's a time in their lives when that doesn't make sense to them for obvious reasons. People remember, oh, well, I'll fall off the bottom, all these other things, right?
Oh,
but it's well known that what the kids create in their mind is a dual world. So in their practical life, they live on a flat Earth, but when they imagine themselves leaving the Earth, they then see it as a globe. That lasts a certain amount of time before they finally fully accept that it's a globe. Whether it is or not doesn't matter because they haven't never seen it themselves; they're only imagining it. Okay, so it is the case that children perceive the world as flat, just as it is. All right, go ahead.
Children are born flat earthers.
Oh, you think they inherently think the Earth is a globe?
Experience of
No, the
reality
opposite.
is
Dude,
based
turn
on
to fucking
horizontal and
television.
vertical.
Where do you think they learn it from?
No, I don't know. Maybe their
You
parents
don't
told them.
I don't
know.
know that.
You don't know where
I
it's
don't know.
learned. You don't know anything. That's what I remember. Google it. You don't
No,
you
you
don't
Can I?
know
parents.
anything. Remember?
I
You don't, you
gotta
don't
ask,
know
dude.
anything at all. I don't know. I don't
All
know
right, hold
anything.
on. I mean, were you not paying attention to what I just said? I mean, I was
Yeah, I
pretty
heard you.
clear.
No,
All
you said they
right.
weren't born that way. So
No, I said children inherently perceive the world as flat and stationary. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. Maybe you should go back.
it has to be learned that the Earth is a globe. It has to be.
Yeah, it's pretty
okay,
obvious
I
to
didn't
be
hear
honest.
that
Man.
part. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious, right? Because if that wasn't the case, nobody would have to teach you the exact opposite, right? Like you would just know. You would just know the Earth's a globe. It wouldn't need a whole
Yeah,
grade,
actually,
a
yeah.
year or two for it.
Okay.
100%.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
No
So
child has
obviously,
the
if they tell
concept
us it's
that
a
when
globe
they've
and it's
moved
not,
from
there's a
one position
conspiracy.
to
So why was
another,
it?
that
What are they
the
doing? You think?
horizontal has changed. Sorry for talking over the top of you.
Is it like world domination? What are these guys after?
Holy crap.
They just believe it to be the case.
No, I'm saying obviously it's a conspiracy. Then, so what do you think they're trying to do? What's the plan?
You're the one that's in the conspiracy, guy. We
No,
already
I'm
know the
asking.
Earth is flat. We don't deal with the conspiracy people.
Oh, okay, I was just wondering why you think they would tell us this lie for all this time. If you had any thoughts?
I don't.
Yeah, but
I don't
have
watch
you ever
those
asked a
shows. I
liar
don't
why
watch
they
those
lie?
shows anymore. I don't go to NASA's website anymore. They're not lying to me. They're lying to you, I guess. You're the one that
Oh, okay.
accepts that they're lying to you.
But you think they're telling the truth?
But they can't be telling the truth. They show that they fake it, and they tell you they're just composite images. They're telling you it's fake, but you interpret fake as being real. That's on you, dude.
The blue marble is BS, right?
Yes.
It does look like CGI a little bit.
Well, admittedly, is the point that they're not lying. They admittedly, the blue marble is CGI.
Blue Marble 2.0 is admittedly the 1.0. They still claim was a real picture, but
Well, yeah. They also did 2001: A Space Odyssey in 1968, so I doubt that that's a real picture, Lou.
yeah. As I said, it was very clear. It was saying they still claim, and we can show how that was easily faked as well.
Wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it an actual photograph? So it technically could be validated by lie detector tests. And someone says, "Oh yeah, this is totally a real photograph," but that doesn't mean what you think you're seeing is what you're actually seeing.
Yeah, it's Africa's covering one half of their surface in the blue marble. Not even the entirety of Africa.
Think about it. If you take, if you put a real film camera in front of a GoPro lens, that's a legitimate photograph. It's just not giving you the accurate proportions.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Even in your robot, you got it out.
How does your orientation change without changing your orientation?